or no, Obama's thing to mind years
What?
ago.
What he brought Banner? What do you mean? He introduced everybody to Bammer, or
No, I don't think so. But he was curious with
hey,
his.
Fred,
What's up,
I was
Fred?
gonna ask if I was gonna go to your Facebook, Fred. I was gonna ask if you wanted to come on my show and talk to us and ask questions and everything, but I wasn't sure if you're at work, if you got time for that. But that would be pretty nice if you got time for that. Just drop a note on my Facebook because I would love to have you come on and talk and tell people what you're gonna do. Because please wait. Oh, what happened?
What happened? Hmm. I think your buddy Jerry is in the Philippines. Jerry Cordanian.
Oh yeah, I talked to him um a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that on that chat line? It
No,
says, "Please wait while we try to reconnect you."
no, I didn't see that. No.
Well, it's where you make comments, where Fred is.
Oh, sometimes weird things come up. Yeah, sometimes if you post too many comments in a row. Uh, can you believe baseball is open? See today, it's too cold in America. Like it's cold in New York and Chicago and everywhere, man. And they're playing baseball. It's crazy.
Huh? That's pretty odd.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, Fred, how you doing? I hope you're doing pretty good. Hey, Richard, drop a line and see if you could write something down. I just put hi all.
I see it.
Okay.
Can you see mine? Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, we got 6 people in the audience. How you all doing? Today's just a I did some work outside, so I'm taking my break. I I got some stuff done. We're doing some heavy yard work. The ground is moist, and we got a tree that tipped over because we had so much wind and moisture this winter that one of the evergreens tipped, not completely over, but it tipped.
Yeah.
So I'm not exactly. I think my aunt said that you cannot salvage it.
Hmm.
So we're just gonna bring up the tractor, maybe pull it out, and then chop it up, put it in the burn pile for later.
Hmm.
I,
Do you
I
guys,
hope you guys can hear us pretty well.
Kev? Do you guys have like an outdoor barbecue pit or something like that you burn wood in or
No,
any?
but
Yeah.
um, no, we just got kind of like a big circle area where we burn wood,
Hmm.
brush.
Yeah, I know. We've gotten a lot of snow and rain in New York too. The building behind where my wife works, they have this big retaining wall that's fallen. Of course, everything in America, all the infrastructure's fallen to pieces. The wall is collapsing, and that's the way I normally leave in the morning when I drop my wife off. And they got that road blocked off now. It has been all week, and they're trying to fix it. It's going to be a job, man, because they had a whole bunch of trees planted on it, to hold the wall back because it's like a level up, and they have dirt, and I don't know, there's a school or something up there behind it, and it seems like it's collapsing from. It seems almost like what you hear about in California, like with the mudslides. It's crazy, man.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yep. And it's
yeah,
right behind.
I see what you're talking about.
It's right behind a parking garage where everybody parks in her building too. So it's kind of pain in the butt to get out of there in the morning, you know, once you drop everybody. Mm-hmm.
My buddy today, he had a show with another YouTuber, and I seen he was on, so I went on his show and like give support, say hi, how you doing, give thumbs up, blah blah blah. And his YouTuber friend is a Filipino lady, and she's like a matchmaker.
Oh.
And she had like a whole bunch of female women that was following her. And my friend, Black Filipino, he has his wife knows a lot of people, so they were doing a show together, and JoJo is her name, and she's a pretty funny lady. I mean, she was kind of shy talking, but she seemed like she was having pretty fun. She's like, maybe early 30s.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she seemed pretty fun, pretty nice lady.
That's cool.
Yeah, but she had a whole lot of ladies that was following her, and there was guys that was talking to her, and as she was saying, well, you guys let me know what you're looking for, because I could hook you up with my friends and my people that follow us. So they were all talking and everything. They were asking me if I'm interested. I said no. But yeah, what's his name? Jason was on there, was following them. But
Jason Rademar, the guy that used to come on your show. Yeah. How's he doing?
I said hi to him, but he never said hi back to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but he used to come on the show like last year and everything, and I remember him. Yeah. I asked somebody where he was.
I'm not sure if he got married or not, but
mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. But I think he's going to get married, or he already did get married. But I'm not exactly sure. I hope you. I hope everybody that's watching my show. I hope these young models, they're not too offensive to all you people out there, because
what are they all Seth's girlfriends?
Well, they're from the party of Angeles City,
mm-hmm.
In the Philippines. And what is it? Luzon. That's Ed's neighborhood. Hell, maybe I see Ed right there. Maybe he knows. Maybe he knows a couple of them.
I think Ed is.
How you doing? Ed?
Ed's in Escalante, but I think he did spend a lot of time in his Air Force days up in maybe not in Angeles, but near there.
Well, yeah. I think he said his ex-wife's parents live in Angeles City.
Yeah, want me to send him a link so we can. Where is he? Let me see if he's on here.
Hey, Lost Nomad, how you doing?
Where is Ed? I don't see Ed. That's Fred.
Hey, Russell. Kevin, what?
Bob Cooper.
Kevin, you can see that one girl. Oops. There's her shirt top. Well, there's I see a lot of nice ladies that's gonna go into the Sisterhood of Nuns.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what the name. They want to be going to a convent. They what are they called? Runner ups. I don't know, but I'm sure they're in training for something.
Mm-hmm.
But I think practically every city that has like over 100,000 people, I think every city has nightclubs out bouncing around. Hey, Lost Nomad, how you doing, man? Are you in Lost Nomad? Are you in the States still, or did you go on vacation? Yeah, when I first went to, I spent one day in Angela City, but it was during the daytime. Hey, Rich, is there an echo?
A little bit, not too bad.
Okay, yeah, I just heard an echo.
I gotta go make some coffee, man. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we went over there. We had lunch over at Kokomo's cafe and resort, I guess it's called. That seems like a pretty nice place.
John Doe's in the house.
Yeah, John Doe, how you doing, buddy? There you go, Lost Man. I sent Andy a link. I sent Ben a link, but maybe Ben is. I'm not sure what Ben is doing. Thought he was available. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. But I tried. So, Lars, what? John Doe. I never been to Angela. Well, yeah, I never been there at nighttime, but I'm sure it's a pretty wild. What do they call it? Wild atmosphere. Things going on all the time. I got a custom-made calendar from Angela City. It was a cloth calendar, and that was quite nice. This young man walking around, he was carrying a whole bunch of things, posters and everything. He had calendars, and I told him I wanted a calendar that you could roll it up, and it was like a cloth. And he went and got me one pretty fast. He had one of the gravity knives. Said I had no use for that. But yeah, there's a lot of good, nice people around. They were hustlers, but they were controlled hustlers. They weren't trying to hustle you for like all your money. They were just trying to make a buck. John Doe, how you doing, man? Lost Nomad, did you come in?
I am here.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I'm getting an echo. I'm not sure what's going on though.
Yeah, no, I asked Richard about that echo, and I think it's on his side. but I think Richard said he's going to go get a cup of coffee, so he'll come back. I think he'll be able to fix it.
Maybe just mute him real quick.
Oh, that's a good idea. How do you like my backdrop?
Yeah, I like it. There we go. Is that better? I just muted him.
Yeah. Okay, so it is Richard that's doing the echo. There you go,
Richard.
Yeah. Because the other day somebody complained about my background, so I figured. I mean, these nice little college girls.
Someone's going to complain about these girls probably now.
Well, no, because they all have they're all covered up and they're not showing nothing, and they're not, all of these girls are being very, very well mannered. I mean, they're not showing no diva shots. I guess you want to call it.
So you spent any time in AC when you were in the Philippines?
Yeah, but it was just during the daytime. Just at lunchtime. We got there in the morning time, and we went to Clark because they have a duty free there, and we had to wait till they opened. So we went back over to Angeles, and we had breakfast, like a brunch, over at Kokomo's, and we just sit back and had to relax and had a good time there. You don't want to. I think very strongly, you don't want to bring a girl with you if you go there. And heck, we were having breakfast at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and there was some old men at Kokomo's already, and they were already drinking, and they had a girl that they were clinging. She's like a Klingon, and he's hanging on to her, and he has a drink and a fly swatter. I mean, yeah. I mean, you see a lot of you see a lot of mismatches there.
Yeah, I've actually been there. I on 2 different trips. I stayed 3 days each different time.
I see. Yeah,
I was usually with a group of guys and go in there, drink, party, have a good time.
Huh. Yeah. But if you go there with a couple of guys, then I think that would just be a blast, because you guys could watch each other's backs and have a great time when you're there. I mean, but if you have somebody watching your back, then that makes you feel more secure, making sure that nobody's gonna like take advantage of you.
Yeah, most of my travels, especially at first, one of my really good friends, we would travel together all the time, going to different places, and then he had got settled down, and I did a lot of traveling by myself. But yeah, it's always good to have a buddy with you. You can't have someone watch your back, and you can watch their back.
Yeah, well, definitely a buddy system. But if you go there with a girl, then why even go there? Seriously, I mean.
Well, I guess it depends on the girl you're with. Now, I haven't taken a girl to AC, but I was in Pattaya, Thailand, and my girlfriend was with me at the time when we went there.
But yeah, it seemed like it changed. I understand, since I was there like early in the 2000s. So I think a lot of things has changed since then. Just like over in McCullough, over at Golden Field, John told me that a lot of things have changed since I've been gone from over in McCullough over at Golden Fields. So yeah, well, they call it progress. But if you're accustomed to one thing, and then when you leave for a while, then you come back and everything is changed, and now your routine has to change also. So I don't know if that's really called progress.
Well, any city that has major tourism will probably, those cities will probably see bigger change, like say, like Vegas, Angeles City, when I went the very first time there to my second trip, which was like a year later, there was drastic change. And it seemed like, I go to Vegas every, say, couple of years, and man, that's always drastically changing.
Yeah. Yeah, Nick. I don't know. I don't know if the girls can hold their age pretty well, but I think they have to be at a certain age limit for them to work in an alcohol environment.
You talking about
at least that's how it is here in the States or in on the airlines, but there, I don't know, because again, the Filipino women, a lot of Asian women, their look can fool you on their age.
Now, I know a guy who actually owns one of the girly bars there in AC. According to him, now he hired girls. They had to prove their age. I guess they got to buy or get this a GFO thing. Guess what guest offer, guest relations officer, whatever the hell it is. I forget what it's called. And that apparently verifies their age, and I guess he would know how old they are. But he said there was some of those bars there, they would hire girls who were only like 16 and 17 sometimes, but they had like fake IDs and whatnot.
There was just one girl that I heard of over in McCullough. I guess she was 16, and her family members went there and hunted for her, more or less, and they found her and they took her out of there, and they told the owner or the manager how old she was, and I'm not sure if that nightclub got in trouble or not, but so you got to be careful just to make sure, or go into a well-known place or one of those a good legitimate place there that where they check like IDs and stuff, identification.
I would say most of those real bigger bars there in AC, on the main Walking Street area, the big high-profile ones, if you will. I imagine they're probably doing a good job. Imagine those little smaller bars that are off of Perimeter Road. They might be a little more sketchy.
I see. Hey, Richard, did you come back? Oh, so what have you been doing, John? Lost Nomad.
I've been pretty busy this week with work, so I guess it's been a busy work week for me.
No, are you doing construction or cleanup or?
No, I do construct. I do a lot of home remodeling stuff.
So like you're doing finish work?
I do pretty much most of everything. I don't do really plumbing or electrical stuff, but I'm carpenter by trade, finished carpenter, so I do all that type of stuff.
Okay. Oh, so you could
own.
do like sheetrock.
Yeah. I got my own. It's a small little construction business I had. I do work for myself, and go out find jobs. Got a couple of companies that hire me, so I'm pretty lucky in those regards.
And that's working pretty well for you.
Yeah, I do. I'm happy with it.
Good. As long as you feel like you're keeping busy.
Oh. When you work for yourself, things kind of come and go, but it's summertime, so I'm going to be very busy. People are doing more stuff during the summertime. So actually, I got almost more work than I can handle at the moment.
Well, that I guess you can't really complain too loud, right? If you have that.
Well, I hate turning down work, but I can't. It's, the skilled trade. Since these past 10 years or so, and these younger kids just aren't getting into these these type of professions. So it's kind of hard to get help.
There's not a lot of trade schools, or not a lot of people in the trade schools.
I have a feeling there's not a lot of people in the trade schools, but even on top of that, a lot of when I was growing up, I don't know about now, you have the kids, they'll start working with some of their friends who dad maybe owns a construction business, something like that. They start doing a little side work in construction, and that's how they kind of learn the trade. A lot of times, a lot of them do go to trade school and learn stuff, but it just seems like now they're just with computers. I guess it's just all, I want to do something on the computer, and I don't want to be outside. These millennials these days.
Huh.
Which is crazy, because I know some of these computer jobs, especially around here in Austin, just entry level jobs, they're not paying that great. Maybe 30 or 40. And a good skilled tradesman, I would pay him way more than that. So.
Yeah. Yeah, we get a lot of construction, a lot of new homes, a lot of groundbreaking here in my small town already. The people already got the dozers out breaking the ground.
Yeah, when spring rolls around in the construction world, man, the things start picking up this time of the year. So, which is always a good time of the year for me for work.
Yeah. 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 When people irritate me that come on my show and they talking crazy or they're being crazy, expect to be booted off my show. So I'm just feel like being a nice guy, and I let you come back. So just don't wear out your welcome. Yeah, we got a rainy day here today. Last night, ready for the last couple of nights, we had a rain front coming in.
Well, 2 nights ago, man, we had a storm come through, man. The lightning and the thunder, man, it was shaking my house, dude. I thought the world was ending. It was so bad.
Well, I think we got what you had then, because I think it was moving up here, because we felt a lot of that also. Yeah, like I said, I mean, it looks like there's going to be a lot of crappy weather again this year. On and off rain and stuff. So we'll see what happens. Hey, Dan. Yeah, things are looking good though. Pretty good. I'll see how Richard's doing. Go back here.
What did he say? He had to go get some coffee? Is he growing the
Can you hear me? You can't hear me?
Yeah, but
you're
your
breaking up a little
mic
bit,
is
though.
like really bad scratching.
All right, I'll sign out and come back. Yeah.
All right,
I don't
buddy.
Quiet.
All right.
Maybe because of these sexy girls.
Calm down, buddy. Calm down, big dog. Yeah. Yeah, I got bored. Wasn't sure what's going on. I was checking to see if anybody had a show going on, but didn't look like there was a show going on. So I figured I'll just throw together. I'm just trying. I never tried this slideshow, so I figured why not try it out and see if it works.
Yeah, I didn't even. A lot of times I get your little notification. I didn't even hear it this time because I have to look at my phone and saw that you were on.
Oh. Yeah, I also found out that our buddy Kristen Shabu, at least I found out the other day, Kristen Shabu's mother-in-law passed away. So I want to give my condolence out to his wife's family for their loss and everything. I know that does a big toll on you mentally and emotionally, and everything kind of messes with you. So I hope they can get it over and regroup and everything. But I just want to let him know that a lot of us are out there thinking about him, and he's a good guy to us and stuff, and just want to let him know that we're thinking about him. Buy you a plane ticket now, huh? Yeah, I think they're gonna be there for a while. I think they've been there since I'm not sure how long the Air Force Base been there, but they've been there. They've been there since the break of time. It seems like most major military bases, there's always some kind of place going around. It's just like a lot of nightclubs, food venues, all kinds of different kinds of entertainment, not too far from the bases. I know, like in Anchorage, there's a lot of good sized part of outside the gate. There are a lot of things that is catered to the military bases.
What was Nomad saying? They call them guest relations officers, the girls.
Well, they wear like a little Air Force hat, probably a sasso over the top, over the cross of them.
Yeah, Richard, I think they're called GROs, which stand for Guest Relations Officers.
Yeah, I heard that, man.
Prostitution, I guess, is illegal. I suppose they, that's their way to get around it, I suppose. But yeah, that's what they call it. They actually got to get these cards, like these Guest Relations Officers cards, whatever.
Yeah, I think they got to be like registered with like the clinic or some kind of place where they can keep keep an eye on what everybody's doing and make sure everybody's clean and healthy and happy.
I heard them,
you don't want to outbreak.
I heard them girls got to go in every month for a checkup, but I heard those checkups are pretty lame. Like they don't really, test them too much. If they do have a venereal disease and that kind of stuff.
Huh? And who pays for it? Does the person themselves pay, or the company that they work for?
Now I can only go off the guy I know who owns one of the bars there. He'll have his girls going, but he says, they just, it's like when the girls go do a pap smear or whatever, it's kind of quick. He says most time they don't get tested for any STDs or anything like that. Just kind of go in and have their stuff checked out, I guess, kind of more so visually than anything. And I think he said only like maybe once a year he would, if the girl's been there a while, would he actually do like an HIV test or anything.
Huh. I remember Seth had a show and he was talking about the clinic and stuff like that going on, but I'm not sure. It's been a while, like a year ago.
HIV test. Remember that? Everybody was harassing him in the chat about that, saying, "This is boring."
I think that was that guy, he was talking about like an AIDS test.
Yeah.
That
they were going to sell them or something. They were going to sell them in Angeles City. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that show that day, that wasn't like one of the pinnacle. That show didn't go viral.
I know. You never know.
Yeah.
What the hell is that? Okay.
Go. What do you do? What are you writing down this time about John Doe?
Oh, let's see this.
Wait, what is this? Here, Kevin's face be covered with. Oh, no. Richard, why you put that one down?
He could use it for shaving cream, right? Shave his head. Ooh, Evil Allo says, John Doe, Jerry said he's going to bring you a Philippines care package back. Is John Doe still here?
Looks like it. Yeah.
So which one of those girls do you guys like?
Richard, how much time have you spent in AC?
I have never been there. I've never been there, man.
You just don't want your wife's not at home, is she? Go ahead and tell us the story.
No. But I have a kind of a weird story about the other night. My wife had to go to Toastmasters, and I had to take her because she doesn't drive. And so I said, what the hell? I'll go over to Arby's, get a roast beef sandwich. And I went to the Guitar Center, looked around, and I spent like about an hour, and she had like another 2 hours to go. So it was in the local library. So I said, might as well go over there and just hang around. So I decided to go in and listen to what they're saying. They had a Filipina there. My wife was one of the judges for the competition. And I said, where? And so my wife pointed to the girl, and she was very tall. And I said, really? I said, honey, you're so short compared to that girl. And so she gets up and she gives her speech and stuff like that. She was a lady boy. You guys never would have believed it. She was like tall as me, Well, maybe not
So
quite. She
like
was like
you're talking about like a lady boy here in New York.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And she was all dressed up fancy and everything, black pants.
And this is like she works with your wife or something.
No, 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 no. She is a member of Toastmasters, which is a public speaking competition group that, executives go to learn how to improve public speaking and stuff like that. My wife loves it. She's been involved with it for like 10 years here.
But I'm just surprised they would let a lady boy do that.
Well, you couldn't tell, Kev. You really couldn't. And it blew my mind because she gave her, whatever you want to call it, testimony about what she was and everything, and how she was working in Cambodia. I guess she was born a man and she got a sex change and stuff. And I'm, Jesus, oh my God. And she actually ended up winning the contest, Who would have guessed here in New York, right? They love those kind of freaks.
Yeah, look like
people here, man.
Talking stupid.
What is he saying
about you?
I wish I was a girl so I could be Richard's girlfriend. Oh yeah. Yeah, not always. I had some health issues 20 years ago, and I decided to get rid of the Class A personality, man. I used to be very intense. Yeah. It's not healthy to be. So, like, I have a toast for you, Trusty Showman. Yeah.
So, Kevin, you're having a show about AC, and I'm the only guy that's been there. Should have some guys on in the audience.
It looks like. Well, I'm sure John Doe's been there.
I think he says he don't ever mess with bar girls. So I've been there. Ask me, what do you want to know? I've partied there. I've had a great time in AC.
Well, it looks like you would have a wonderful time. I mean,
yeah. If I was,
is it a money trap?
It can be. I mean, like anything, you got to kind of keep your wits about you. I mean, think of Las Vegas. I mean, it's kind of like a Las Vegas, but with sex, I guess. And I mean, even without all the sex stuff, I mean, it's just a party place. Drink beer, have a good time. There's also a lot of stuff to do there. Like, I went up to Mount Pinatubo, I think that's how you pronounce it. Did a little hiking trip there, played golf one day. So there's other things to do than bang chicks all day long, even though that's a good time also.
Oh,
if I had discovered Philippines when I was 20 years old, man, if I had discovered the Philippines when I was a much younger man, I'm sure I would have had some stories about Angeles City, man.
But the last time I was there was 8 years ago, so I was 37, 36, 37, something like that. So
yeah, that's a good age. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what? Like, do they got a lot of hotels around?
Yeah, it's not a problem to get a room. I mean, they got hotels everywhere.
But are the rooms expensive or are they cheap?
They're the sky's the limit. I stayed in a few different places while I was there. Like, I stayed in a place called the Pacific Breeze one time. And, it was a nice place. I had a hot tub in there and everything. That was like $75 a night, which is that's high for Philippines in general. But then I stayed in another place, and it was only like 1,500 pesos, and it was actually a very big room with like a little kitchenette in it and everything. So, just depending, you look around and get whatever you can find. So.
Yeah, I went to a couple of nice hotels when I first came to the Philippines, and I think around $1,530 roughly was the hotel room a night. And and we got breakfast free. So yeah, it was pretty good.
For me, I
Not
bounced around
too
the
expensive.
yeah, I bounced around the Philippines everywhere. So I go some really out of the way places sometimes, and kind of did. I did a combination of like backpacker and like also having a good time, staying in nice places. So I mean, I had nights where I stayed in hostels and only spent like $5, and then like when I was in Cebu one time, I stayed at that real tall hotel there. Has the skywalk on the top. Can't think of the name
Oh
of it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I stayed there, and that was probably $70-$80 a night or something like that. I forget exactly. So I like to do kind of the combination. I like to kind of do the exploring backpacker thing and have a good time with that, and then also live it up.
Did you go on the
Yeah.
skywalk thing on that hotel in Cebu there?
Yeah, I sure did.
How'd you like that? Was that crazy?
Yeah, it was pretty wild. I've done some similar things in the States like that, but yeah, because that the thing you walk on is clear; you can see right through it. So I think it's like on the 52nd floor. Or
I couldn't do
floor,
that.
something like that. So yeah, that was fun. That was good time.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
Yeah, I think in
Well, if you don't mind,
Chicago, the old Sears Tower has something like that. It's like that's only like 40 stories in Cebu, right? That building, but in the Sears Tower, the old Sears Tower is like 110 or something like that.
yeah,
And they have like a
I've been to South of Sears Tower. That's very tall. No, I think it was the one in Cebu. I think it's 55 floors on it.
55?
Yeah, I think so. Around there, 50-ish. It's been a while since I was there, but
Yeah,
I would say it was around there.
I was there last year, and I stayed at a hotel right near there, and it lights all up, colorful at night, and everything.
Yeah, it was a nice place.
Cool. And then like on transportation, like you could just get on a bus pretty easily. I take it going from Manila to Angeles City, going back and forth.
Yeah, I forget. The two times I went there, I've actually stayed at a hotel that also had the bus transportation that went up there, and they had a hotel also in AC. I can't think of the name of the hotel, and I didn't stay at the hotel in AC, but I just used their bus service. Actually, when I would leave, when I left the Philippines, every time when I'd fly out, I'd actually stay there too, because they had a shuttle service that was free if you stayed at the hotel. That also take you to the airport. I'd have to look that up. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. So
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and that was like I think that place was at the time 8 years ago. It was like $40, to stay in the hotel, and then you got the the service to the airport too.
It looks. I think Peter went there just recently, and he made a video talking about the bus transit system there, and I don't know. He said it looks pretty nice. That they got a new terminal over there that they can just hop on.
A lot of
they got
countries. It's pretty easy to get around the Philippines with all the jeepneys and buses and even the little sidecar motorcycles with stripes or whatever. It's easy to get around.
And I guess you could get an airplane if you don't want to take the bus or anything. I guess you could get an airplane from Manila to Angeles City.
Well, that would be a super short flight. I don't know. I guess you could. I don't even know if they have those flights. It's only like a 2-hour drive if you don't really hit that much traffic. I want to say that's what the bus ride I took would be about 2.5 hours.
Huh. Well, if you could get a cheap airplane ride, that'd be kind of cool. Just go up, go down.
Yeah. That bus I took up there, it was more expensive than like the regular bus. It was a transportation done by that particular hotel, but I think it was like 400, 500 pesos or something like that.
Is Gogo losing his mind? Looks like it.
No, he's just saying, thanks a lot, Kevin. I can't watch your stream without my girlfriend thinking I'm watching porn when she walks by because of your background photo.
Oh.
I can't believe baseball
calling me, honey.
Now, world champion Houston Astros.
It's only 2-hour bus ride, John Doe says. Well, it's 2-hour bus ride. That's if you're not stopping and going, I wonder. Because that would get old after a while.
Depends on what time of the day you leave. I think one time it took like 3 hours to get there because of the traffic, or in like middle of the day or something stupid. But I remember one time it was like late at night. So I guess it depends on what time of the day you're headed there.
Yeah. But yeah, if you could own a business there, and you're catering to the tourist people, then that would be pretty sweet. That'd be a pretty sweet gig.
Yeah. Now the guy I know who owns a bar up there, he actually has like this limo service. They'll pick you up at the airport, and have however many girls you want, and they'll be in the limo, and they'll take you straight up to AC from the airport. You can have girls waiting in the limo with you when you arrive at the airport if you want to do that.
Oh my!
Hey now.
Yeah, but hopefully they're all pretty. I mean, hopefully there ain't none. Because what if you're not compatible for the girl?
Well, obviously you don't want no ugly girl, but after maybe 24 hours of traveling, you might not be as picky. Just have some female companionship around you, maybe. I don't know. As long as they're not dog.
Oh yeah, I think you want to take a nap. Just don't touch me. Just let me regroup, take a nap, and try to get some of this jet lag off of me.
So for me, my AC trip, the 2 times I've been there, both times I stayed 3 days, was pretty good because I was with this guy, and he knew a lot of the other people around. So he took us to the places when they had drink specials. They even would have bar fine specials and all that kind of stuff. He knew the places to go and what times of the day and all that kind of stuff. We had a really good time, and we had like our own kind of personal tour guide of the bar, so it was a really good time.
Yeah, that would like that one man that had that bar. Was he around? Did you get like the VIP treatment or?
At certain places, yes. Especially when people knew him well, they were extra nice to us, I guess. I don't know, because of him, and some of the places that he took us to a lot. We went to, I don't even know how many different bars we ended up going to within that 3 days I was there, just bouncing back and forth, so some places would have like 20 peso beers or whatever, and we'd go there just for like an hour. And they say, oh, this other place has 50 peso cocktails, and we go over there, and this one place would have like $500 bar fine for within the certain times, and we had a driver drive us around in the back of like this little tiny jeepney, if you will, and there was like 4 or 5 of us all together running around, almost like there was nobody's bachelor party, but it kind of seemed like we had about a 3-day bachelor party there.
Oh, John Doe wants to ask you a question, Nomad. He says, the question to Nomad is, how was the GFE from the hooker towards him? whatever GFE is.
GF. Let
What's
me
that?
let me look at his comment here real quick. Hang on. The girlfriend effect. I think that's what he's referring to.
Oh, girlfriend effect.
I had no issue. Now, I had a handful of bar girls. Most of them had no problems with. There was one that I can recall after like get the hell out of here type situation. You always tip, and she was just wanting more. I need more. I got give me like you don't hear it just from the regular girls. The bar girls are even worse. It's like, oh, I need more money. My mom's sick. Can you tip me better? And
Yeah.
this and that. And,
Yeah.
But for the most part, you tip them, you send them on the way.
Everybody's sick or hungry.
Yeah, but I personally, I thought it was fun. We'd go out early. Like one day, I'll be very honest here. I don't care. I ended up picking up a girl. I don't know. It was like noon at one of the bars. It was like one of those $500 bar fine places. Whatever. Cute little girl. Nothing super spectacular, but she was cute, and I talked to her, and we got along fine. And she spent the whole rest of the evening with me. Finally got home at probably like 3 a.m. And actually, as we were out, I ended up picking up other girls because we ended up having like a party back at the Pacific Breeze there with the hot tub and the pool, and we ended up, me and my buddy, and probably had about 6 or 7 girls naked in the pool. I mean, it was a really good time.
Oh, wow.
So even as the night went, of course, as I started getting more drinks in me, then I was, like, all right, you can come to, bar find another girl. So, between me and one of my buddies and the guy that was there, we had a bunch of them, like we had some kind of posse of bar girls.
Sounds like a scary movie.
Well, it wasn't scary about it. It was a really good time. We had a big old orgy in the pool. It was
fun. Do they allow, since I don't know, can you take a picture or?
I have plenty of pictures, but they, I thought you were about to ask, like, did the people, we were in there about an hour, so it was like, y'all need to go, inside. So I think we ended up going inside after that. Hello, can you guys hear me there? What the hell happened? So here, let me look at the chat and talk. Yep, I guess y'all can hear me. I got like a ringing sound. Do y'all guys hear the same thing? Okay, so I don't know if I saw Kevin just post. He said he lost it. I don't know if he's going to try to keep this thing going or not. Where you at, Kevin? I think I hear someone on here now. Sounds like someone's getting murdered in the background. Hey, Kevin. Richard.
Hey,
Anyway, I'll keep it
Richard,
going.
you still there?
I don't hear Richard. I'm still here. Would you lose the internet signal there?
Oh, yeah, my internet went out. I tried to call up Richard, and I couldn't get a hold of him on the phone. And I had to go upstairs and reboot. My cousin and my uncle is gone, so I had to reboot the system. Kind of threw me off. I thought somebody was home upstairs. But
well, actually, for a moment there, I thought I'd actually lost the signal. I thought it went through a dead spot because I was driving. I was like, oh, I lost the signal. And then I realized it wasn't me.
Yeah, it was me, but I'm still getting a weak. I'm still getting a weak signal. It's kind of like buffering.
I'm getting a ringing sound. Where that's coming from?
It's just buffering back and forth.
Richard, let me see if I can.
We're having thunder and lightning right now.
Oh, there we go.
And I'm just curious if that's because. Yeah, I don't know if we lost Richard or not. Yeah, this is the first time during the daytime that I this happened to me. This usually happens sometime at night, but it hasn't happened for a while. But it seems like whenever we get crappy weather, then things happen unexpectedly. But anyway, it's good right now. Yeah, I think Richard he might have got disconnected because right now I don't see him on. He was saying that he was having phone issues earlier. But you know, there's weather kind of sucks around here, and the internet isn't one of the best internet places. But right now it's okay.
Yeah, we had that storm come through a couple of days ago. Now we got nothing but clear skies and sunshine.
Huh? Yeah, you were saying you were getting some of that rumbling stuff, right? Thunder and lightning. So maybe we're getting what you had.
Yeah, maybe could be heading north, but yeah, man, it was pretty fierce. You know, when I lived in Florida, I went through some hurricanes and never heard like what I heard the other night.
Right here's
it was loud.
Huh. Hey, Rich, what are you doing there? we try to get a hold of you, but I thought you had to go talk to your wife or something, pick her up.
He's in the room. Hey, Richard, I actually muted you because we were getting a weird ringing sound coming from you.
From his, yeah. He had to switch computers, I believe. Yeah, about Angela City, I think all places, all cities have a place like Angela City. Bacola does, Ilo does, I'm sure Cebu does.
What do you mean, like a bar girl area or whatever? Every city does?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. I would say probably the bigger cities. When I was in Davao, I don't remember seeing a little area. I'm sure they probably had one. Davao's a pretty big city, but I don't remember seeing one there. Of course, you'd see them all over Manila, Salt there, and Cebu. Of course, you know, our little cities like Malabo.
Yeah, they are all over Manila.
Didn't see it in Bohol or
nothing. Yeah. It doesn't really say a whole lot for the city though, but yeah.
Well, you know what? If there's a market for it and someone's making money off of it, someone's going to do it. You know, I would think in the U.S. I would think in the USA, if there was a market for, you know, if it was legalized and they could get around it like they do in the Philippines, you'd probably see it all over the states.
Well, how about, isn't it legal like in Vegas?
It's actually the whole state of Nevada. It's legalized except in like Las Vegas city limits. They made it illegal years ago, I guess, because it got pretty bad with, you know, the prostitutes walking up and down the streets or whatever. And then I think it's also legal in Atlantic City, if I remember properly. I think they have legal prostitution there also.
Yeah, I remember when I was a boy, they tried to, when I was in my early 20s, they tried to make it legal in Anchorage. It didn't go good. They also tried to bring in legalized gambling. The only thing that happened, they brought bingo in, but that's as far as legalized gambling Alaska has. But no, that's not true. I think over at the Yukon Territory, they have gambling. Some kind of legalized gambling. Hey, Raymond.
I was in Anchorage and Wasilla. I don't ever remember seeing any gambling stuff going on.
No, not there. But I'm talking about like over at towards the Yukon Territory.
Oh, maybe like on some of the Indian reservations or something like that.
I think so. But I always thought they should have that, or have those giant. Remember those old paddle boats? they could open up a gambling casino like on there. Like, remember that movie Porky's?
Yeah,
Have
the ones
like
in New
legalized
Orleans.
gambling like that.
Yeah, the ones in New Orleans used to go out in Lake Pontchartrain. They're all stationary now, but yeah, if you wanted to leave, so you lost all your money right away and your boat just left, you'd have to wait like an hour. I think it was like every hour and a half or something like that. It would redock.
Oh, well, that's not too far. That's not too long of a time. That's like what, half an hour out, half an hour in.
No. Literally, it was gone. It was out for at least an hour to hour and a half. Then it would dock, and then it would. I don't know how long it's out. I forget. They don't do it anymore. It was 10 years ago or something. I remember.
Okay.
I'd won a bunch of money playing roulette. No, not roulette. Yeah, whatever the hell I was playing. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and leave. They're like, oh, we got about another 30 minutes for a dock. I was like, I guess I'll play some more.
Yeah. Interesting places. Yeah. I really wasn't going to be on this long, but when I had that power flick, kind of threw a little bit off. But yeah, it does look like this would going to Angelo City would be a pretty fun place. I guess if you guys want to go there, check it out. But I would have, maybe have somebody that like want to go there with you, or if you know somebody there, and if you're a newbie there.
Yeah, I would say you'd have a better time, of course, with friends. Kind of like you're throwing a bachelor party situation. When you go there, you got to realize what it is. You go there, there's prostitution, there's, all the problems that come with that. But if you know what it is and you understand it, everything will be just fine. But if you go there, especially if you're some kind of love-struck idiot, then you're going to be taken advantage of. Them girls are going to rob you blind. But if you go there, you know what it is, and you know how to negotiate with the girls, and you go there to have a good time, you're going to have a good time.
So really just go there thinking that you're going to have a one night and that's it. You're going to walk away from it. Don't go there thinking that she's the one.
Yeah. Obviously, I mean, don't fall in love with a prostitute, and fall in love with the bar girl for sure. I mean, I know guys go there for weeks on end. I couldn't even imagine living there. To me, it's like Vegas. Vegas is a good time. You go there for a week or something, have a good time, get the hell out of there. Put it in your rear view mirror. AC is the same way. You go there for
again, if you're working there, or if you got interest there, then that would be a good place. But if you got no investments there and you're not making no money, then that would just be a fun place just to check out for one time. But to go there and put roots down, I don't think that would be a good place.
No, but many people do. I mean, I guess you gotta have some kind of self-restraint too. Like if you have a gambling problem, for example, don't go to Vegas. If you have don't move to Vegas. If you got a problem with spending money on girls, don't go to AC. Got to know yourself to start with. I mean, you hear stories all the time about guys getting taken, and if you're in AC, you'll be taken faster than most places in the Philippines.
Yeah. So if you never been out of the United States and you never been out of your mom's basement, and you want to go check out the Philippines, and you think that the Angelo City would be the fun place to go, and you're a newbie, I don't think that would be a you would definitely be have a better chance with having company over going with you. And again, there's always, it's more fun with if you have a number, like a couple of people with you. But if it's just you alone, I don't think it would be that great.
My buddy I travel with all the time, I actually got there one day before he did, and I was by myself, and I didn't have as much fun, even though I had the other guy there, because my buddy, I mean, we're best friends, we're brothers, pretty much, and I always have a good time with him. So the first night there, didn't have as much fun, but with him, I always had a good time. So, but I never had a problem. I did a lot of traveling by myself. I never had a problem with it. I guess it depends on who you are. If you're someone who likes to have someone around you, then it may be harder for you to have a good time versus if you can just have fun by yourself, then it's probably not a big deal. Like, I don't have a problem, traveling by myself, meeting people, and having a good time. So you went to the Philippines by yourself, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I went there by myself, but I had I had a girlfriend there, and she picked me up. But I traveled to the Philippines by myself, and then she picked me up, and then we hung out with each other all the time. But afterwards, when I broke ties with her, but then I was already familiar with the city and my surroundings, so none of it felt alien to me. But if you went there for the first time and you never been outside the U.S. and you never been around people that speaks a different language, then it would feel a little bit alienated to you. But
yeah, I tell you, if a person has never traveled like anywhere, I mean, you barely left your home state, much less traveled out of the country, going to Southeast Asia is a big culture shock. I know for me, I'd been to, prior to my first, what I would call major overseas trip, I mean, I'd been, to the Caribbean and, Mexico and, that kind of stuff. But my first big trip was to Thailand, and that is just, a culture shock like you couldn't believe. I remember,
Well, I think that place would be a whole lot worse since it's I understand that it's not a strong speaking English place.
Yeah, I mean, got off the airplane and we're in the taxi, headed to our hotel, and you see things you've never seen before. Like, of course, the Thai language, so everything's in Thai for the most part. There are English stuff, but everything's in Thai. I saw elephants walking down the street, new smells I never smelled before. It's kind of weird. You walking in Bangkok, one block, most delicious smells. They're cooking them food. It just smells amazing. Next block over, it smells like dog shit. So I mean, your senses are just smacked in the face, and it was, it's just an amazing thing, for your first, big trip. I think everybody has that on your first big trip anywhere. That's just, that someone reaching across and slapping you in the face, and you're not home anymore, or
Well, yeah, the moment you get off the airport, the moment you get off the airplane, you feel the moisture, the heat. Automatically, you feel it. But I enjoyed it. I think highly of the Philippines and the whole place. So I thought the whole thing was a great experience. Even though I had I encountered some bad luck there, I still have no regrets, and I don't have no ill feelings about the place.
And that was your first big trip anywhere, right? Going to the Philippines, as far as overseas.
Well, but I've been to all over the U.S., Canada, but a long distance flight. Yeah, the Philippines was the definitely the farthest place that I've been. But it's a good experience.
Yeah,
I do
it's definitely a good
recommend it
experience
to
with travel.
everybody.
No, traveling is definitely not for everybody. That's why a lot of
Yeah.
people don't even leave their home city for the most part. You know, I mean, I think personally for me, it was a great experience. You know, I've got to go to a lot of other countries now, and you know, I've always had an amazing time, and for the most part, I've had good luck and never had nothing serious happen to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, you get a high. Everything is in English. The people are nice. The majority of the people can speak English, and a lot of people are very nice to you, and a lot of them really do care. You know, they're not out like with their hand, like help you help me, not paying me. So pretty
Well,
good experience.
yeah, there's a lot of that going on there too. But no, yeah, I mean, I had good experiences in the Philippines. I had good experiences everywhere. Um, it is what you make out of it too. I mean, you go there with good intentions, and you kind of plan things, but yet you got to be flexible at the same time. And just enjoy everything, soak it all in, enjoy it.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Just take it in as a growing experience.
Yeah, especially that's something I would tell guys or girls, whatever. Your first time traveling anywhere. I mean, your first time traveling. You know, as much as you can read about it and you know study and do everything you can, you're still going to get kind of screwed over. Someone's going to charge you more than they should. And then as you travel more and more, you'll learn all those little stupid things they do, and you'll be able to cut all that stuff out.
Yeah. Yeah. You learn about the ins and outs of the Philippines way of things. Well, you guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. It's already 3 o'clock my time. 5 minutes to 3.
Yeah, I'm about to go
Don't know
grab
where
some lunch.
Richard went. What's that?
All right, well, Kev, man, thanks for having me on again, and I guess I'll talk to you soon.
All right, buddy. Thanks for coming on, and I'll always appreciate your 2 cents. Hey, John
All right,
Doe.
later.
All right, buddy.
Later, all the guys in the
Taking
chat.
side of Jimmy.
Oh, was I? Somehow I got muted, Kevin. I was muted all the while I'm talking on here and laughing and shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know how the hell that happened. But I'm saying, what the hell
Well,
he saying?
we
Carried on with
we
that.
muted you like a half an hour ago because your microphone was so scratchy. And,
Is it so?
We couldn't. Well, a little bit. And then you said you was gonna take it off and come back on. And
Yeah, I
then
did.
I thought I figured you was you unmuted yourself. I thought you left already.
No. I'm gonna leave in about 5 minutes, but yeah. Yeah, I was just laughing at all these guys' comments. They're hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was enjoying Nobot Ahmed's conversation with you. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know why my mic has been staticky. Same setup as before.
Is that your new mic that you got fixed?
Yeah, it's a Shure SM58 with it's got a Shure digital converter on it, plugs right into the laptop. Never done anything different, Yeah. Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Huh. Yeah, it is. Well, buddy, I'm gonna take off.
All right. Yeah.
And
Yeah. All right. Okay.
let you go get ready, pick up your wife.
Yeah.
You have a good evening. I already talked about Chris and Sabu about his mother-in-law. Remember when you told me that his mother-in-law passed away?
Yeah. I think he went down to Dipolog, which is way on the bottom of the Philippines, way out. I can't even think of the name of the province it's in. It's Zamboanga or something like that, I believe. Yeah. It's quite far from Cebu. Yeah. I heard him mention that the other day, and sad to hear. He's a good guy.
Yeah. I just wanted to state my condolence to his family and everything. That I'm sure she's in a better place, and
oh yeah,
I hope everybody recoups. And at that note, I'll let you guys go, and I'll talk to you guys later on. You guys have a good day, have a good night, have a good morning. You guys be safe, and thanks for hanging out with us. And
yeah,
that's it, folks. All right, you guys. Thanks for coming out. Thanks, Richard. Thanks, Lost Nomad.